These great Canadian comedians are going to talk about their experience in America. Welcome back to Canada Wide. Like, share, and comment. Let's have a listen.
I love Washington, D.C. I mean, oh my
It's
God.
fascinating.
It's a great
I'm an
city.
American citizen now, gratefully so.
Thank you. We're welcome.
No,
Welcome.
thank you. No, I
Do you want
always,
to take them to D.C.?
I took Spike to D.C. and I gave him a speech about what a great country this is and what a privilege it is to be in this country, and he was really blown away. I mean, we were just. It is a very impressive and just. These are some pretty, I'm going to get very serious right now.
Thank you.
Some pretty strong ideals that
Yes.
my British parents, growing up in Canada and my now American citizenship, stand for. I don't take it lightly at all. It's a very, very important thing to me. It's true.
That's great that Mike Myers is proud to be an American, and he should be. I'm glad he went to America and made his fortune of $200 million. But for him to come back in Canada and push leftist ideology and the horrible decisions in the last 10 years without experiencing any of it is sickening to me. And I'll still love the guy and all the movies that he's going to do anyways in the future, but he should really keep his mouth shut on this one. Let's have a, and did you see his arms were crossed? He's a bit defensive when he starts talking all that good things about America, like it's a bit like he shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, let's have a listen to Jim Carey now talking about it, his experience in Canadian healthcare. Let's have a listen.
Canada, okay? We have
Right.
socialized medicine. And I'm here to tell you that this bullshit line that you get on all of the political shows from people is that it's a failure. The system is a failure in Canada. It is not a failure in Canada. I never waited for anything in my life. I chose my own doctors. My mother never paid for a prescription. It was fantastic. And I just got back from Vancouver, and I keep hearing this like, Canadians are so nice. Canadians are so nice. They can be nice because they have health care. Because they have a government that cares about them. That doesn't say sink or fucking swim, pal.
Right.
Or you live in a box.
Yeah.
There are certain people in our society that need to be taken care of. There are people without as many opportunities that need to be helped toward those opportunities. There are people.
It's not the full story. It's not a success, like he says. Sure, getting a cold medicine when you're younger, and then when you're older, if you have a heart issue, or for example, you need an MRI to check if you have a brain tumor or something like that, waiting 3 years, like this woman here in Halifax. And I've seen other stories too, people waiting over a year for an simple MRI, and they can go to Buffalo and pay $300 and get one the next day. It's not a perfect state at all. Any heart condition, you need an operation, you're going to be pulled out a year in a waiting list in the future. And even during that 2020, all that happened, there was like 25,000 people or so on a waiting list that just died because there was no doctors to do the operations. So they don't have a voice right now to speak, but I'm speaking that it's not the best system. It's good, but it's not the best. And with OHIP in Ontario, you do pay about $7,000 a year in taxes. Everyone says it's free, it's free, it's free. It's not. You know that 25% they take the top off of your paycheck, and then the other 20% they take off when you buy everything? That's where the money's coming from. It's not free. So it has its ups and downs, but with 1 million people coming in a year, they have not moved the healthcare as fast as they should in Canada at all. The next one we're going to listen to is Seth Rogan here. And for him, he's just talking about in California that he's acceptable of the car thefts and the violence that's there. And this is another example too where we have a Democrat or a liberal, and they're okay with it. If they have a lot of money, they're okay with the thefts. But in Ontario, for example, where there's so many car thefts and people losing that money and then not having money for other things, and they have to pay for it out of their pocket, it's not as easy as Seth Rogen or any of these Canadians that made all their money in America, and good for them. And even Mark Carney made, I'm sure, most of his money outside of Canada. But to come back to Canada and start praising it, to say that everything's amazing and then go back in your multi-million dollar Maui mansion and just travel the world. Why don't you just be quiet? Why don't you run to be a politician then in Canada? You could have ran for Toronto mayoral race too, Mike. Why not? You could have come back to Canada. You could have done that to actually help the people and understand what's going on. And like I said, all these guys, I think they're great. Nothing wrong with it. If they're American citizens and they're proud of their country that they got their new passport and citizenship, that's great. But to come back in Canada and support Mark Carney with 10 years of the liberal lies, and all they have to do, the liberals, is just say everything they did for the test last 10 years, we're going to reverse everything, and that's our platform. Yeah, and they believe it. That's really sickening, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching Canada Wide. Don't forget to like and subscribe.